Once there was a mother and a father who had a little girl named Julie and a little boy named Sandy. They all lived together in a little white house with bright red doors. Every day the father went to work, and every day the mother stayed home with Sandy and Julie. Every day the mother cleaned, and she scrubbed, and she polished her little white house for her family. But one morning, after Father had gone to work, Mother said to Julie and Sandy, "Today is Daddy's birthday." And before she could finish, Julie said, "Let's bake a cake with..." And before she could finish, Sandy said, "Let's have a surprise party for Daddy." Well, all morning, Sandy and Julie helped their mother. They scrubbed and they swept and they washed and they polished. Mother did the scrubbing.
Rubbledy-gubbledy-bubbledy-boo, I'm washing the clothes for Daddy and you. I scrub them up, I scrub them down, rubbledy-gubbledy-bubbledy-boo.
Julie did the sweeping.
Shoo, shoo, skidaddle, skidoo, I sweep the dirt right off the floor. Shoo, shoo, skidaddle, skidoo, I sweep it off right off the floor. Shoo, shoo, skidaddle, skidoo, I sweep the dirt right out the door. Shoo, shoo, skidaddle, skidoo, I sweep it out right out the door.
Sandy used the vacuum cleaner on the rugs.
Back and forth, back and forth, push, push, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, push, push, back and forth. All across the rug I go, never fast but always slow. Back and forth, back and forth, push, push, back and forth.
And they all did the polishing.
Rubbledy-gubbledy-bubbledy-boo, shoo, shoo, skidaddle, skidoo, everything's clean, everything's bright, shining and sparkling and looking so new.
They worked so fast that soon it was time to bake the cake.
What shall we put in the bowl, Mother? What shall we put in first? Put in the butter and stir it around and stir it around and around. What shall we put in the bowl, Mother? After the butter, what then? Put in the sugar and stir it around and stir it around and around. What shall we put in the bowl, Mother? After the sugar, what then? Put in the eggs and stir them around and stir them around and around. What shall we put in the bowl, Mother? After the eggs, what then? Put in the vanilla and stir it around and stir it around and around. What shall we put in the bowl, Mother? After the vanilla, what then? Put in the flour and milk and stir it around and around. Then you beat the batter, beat the batter, beat the batter till it's smooth, and beat the batter, beat the batter, beat the batter till it's smooth.
While the cake was baking in the oven, they set the table, and it looked like a real party with red and blue and yellow colors all over.
Sandy, get the plates. Yes, ma'am, here they come. Plate for Daddy, plate for Mommy, plate for Julie, one for me. Julie, get the spoons. Yes, ma'am, here they come. Spoon for Daddy, spoon for Mommy, spoon for Sandy, one for me. Sandy, get the forks. Yes, ma'am, here they come. Fork for Daddy, fork for Mommy, fork for Julie, one for me. Julie, get the napkins, yes, ma'am, here they come. Napkin for Daddy, napkin for Mommy, napkin for Sandy, one for me.
And that's how Sandy and Julie set the table for the party. "Daddy! Daddy!" shouted the children. "Surprise! Surprise!" And when the father saw his presents, he said, "Ha, ha, ha! Surprise! Surprise for you, too!" And he gave presents to Sandy, Julie, and Mother. Well, that little white house with the bright red doors was full of laughing and singing. And if you looked through the window, you could see them all, father, mother, and children, dancing as they sang the silliest song they could think of.
With a rattle-tattle-ding and a hoodle-diddle-day, with a rattle-tattle-ding-dong, little-diddle-day, with a cling-cling rattle and a tattle-tattle-lazy and a jing and a ring and a bing-bong-busy. With a twanky-panky-crank and a hoodle all day long, with a pip-pat-prattle or a ham-slam-bong, with a cling-clang rattle and a tittle-tattle-lazy and a jing and a ring and a bing-bong.